This is episode 4 of a fighter profile, Squared Circle Boxing. I'm joined here by Chad Sugden. How you going, Chad?
I'm good. Ready for July 6th.
You ready? Right, this is fighter profile. So basically, what we do is we like to know a bit about you, where it all started. Now, normally with anybody else, it's all about boxing, but you're a little different. Do you want to take us through that?
Yeah, I started off as a kid. I was a kickboxer. Kickboxed all my life, and I did amateur boxing from 11 years old as well. So I had over 150 amateur fights altogether.
Was this boxing?
Kickboxing.
Kickboxing.
Boxing, I've probably had about 20 amateur fights.
Right.
So that was just to keep me busy as well. And when I was about 17, I turned professional kickboxing, and then I fought all over the world. Really, I think it was 14 wins, 3 losses, but I fought everywhere, from Spain, Azerbaijan, Dubai, Las Vegas, everywhere on the biggest stage in the world. It's Glory Kickboxing, and I was the youngest ISK world champion.
Wow.
From the UK, I think from the world, to be honest.
I think you did some amateur, when you was amateur kickboxing as well, you took some titles there, didn't you?
I was under 18 world champion in like 4 different associations. So yeah, I did pretty well in the amateur kickboxing. I think I had 100, as an amateur full contact kickboxer, I had 100 wins, 5 losses. So
good going.
It's not bad.
So how did it all start? I believe your father's ex-world champion, or former world champion, should I say, kickboxer. Was it from him that it all came about? Or?
Yeah, I mean, we had the gym, we run the gym, and it was started off just like a few nights a week down at York Drive Pavilion, and it was just standard really. Went down there 3 times a week and just trained with all the other kids, and then as I got older, Dad opened up the gym on Castlegate, which is now still where it is now, Sugden's gym, and just took it from there really and enjoyed it.
Right, I believe you moved into pro in, was it 2016?
Yeah.
You've had 9 wins, 1 loss. What was the reason behind the loss? Was there a specific reason, or was it just you weren't firing that night?
Yeah, I wasn't firing that night. To be honest, I thought I edged the decision still on the night, but it was a close fight, and it was a fight that the camp didn't go well. I was ill before, and I also had a few injuries which was playing up. So, but I learned from that loss. Took a bit of time out and got myself back on track. And now I'm a different fighter. I believe I'm better. I lost in kickboxing, and that made me better every time. And I think rather than looking at what happens on the outside, you've got to look in and improve yourself and not worry about anyone else. Because now I'm starting to take it out of the judges' hands a lot more. And when you dominate someone that much, which I have been doing in my last few fights, there's no way the ref can score it any other way.
Yeah. So you have to take the decision.
Yeah.
Right. Who's your boxing idol then, Chad?
Nowadays it's got to be Floyd Mayweather. He's an athlete. A lot of people don't like the way he is, but I've met him personally, and he was a very nice guy to me. And he took his time to speak to me when he was out of his family and that. So, and you can't knock his boxing skills. You look at him, he makes it look easy. So a sport that everyone else finds so hard, and I think he makes it look easy because of his dedication, and his ringcraft is unreal. You look at him and he makes people miss by centimetres, sometimes millimetres, and until you watch the replay, you don't know. Sometimes you actually think he's been hit. It's that close.
Yeah, a lot of people say he's boring to watch, but it's all slick skill, isn't it?
Yeah, I mean, for a boxing fan, he's not. For the general public, they want to see a knockout.
Yeah.
They want to see 2 people going toe to toe. But for the longevity of your career to go 50-0 or 49-0 without the McGregor fight, it's unreal to look how intact he is now.
Yeah.
And how well he's doing at that weight as well, to be boxing at 40 years of age. The boxers don't last that long at that weight.
No, definitely not. So, going to the McGregor fight then, since your background in the kickboxing, what did you think to the McGregor fight? Right from the start, before the fight even was announced, as soon as the fight was announced, what did you think of it then? Do you know what I mean? Before?
I thought it was like, fair play to McGregor is what I thought, because he's just made a load of money boxing the best in the world, and he's got absolutely nothing to lose. And to be honest, I thought it was, although I always knew Mayweather would beat him, I still thought it was risky on his part, and the whole of boxing's part, because if our best boxer ever, or one of our best boxers ever, gets beat by an MMA guy, then
exactly
we're in trouble. You know what I mean? But he, the fight panned out how I thought it was going to pan out, and I think Mayweather let him get through the first few rounds.
Oh,
you know what I mean? And yeah, Conor McGregor didn't have the power or the ability to go with him. Do you know what I mean? He put it all into them first 3 rounds, and it was like watching a sparring match.
Yeah. Right, I'm going to take you now to your next fight, Bragging Rights, 6th of July. How are you feeling for that?
I feel good. I've got 3 weeks on Saturday. Sparring's going well. I've got more in the pipeline. I can't wait to get in there and showcase my skills. And I'm looking forward to doing it against another unbeaten tough guy in Seb, who's strong, and I think he's got 5 wins, 3 knockouts. He's a good, very good fighter.
What do you think your attributes are that is going to win you this fight?
Honestly, I think I beat him in every department. So if I could stand there and go to war with him if I wanted to, and I think I'd still get the win. He hasn't fought anyone as big as me, as strong as me, but everyone knows my name's too slick, and I don't really get hit that much, even in sparring against some of the top level guys. So I think it's going to be a masterclass on the night, and I'm going to do it in exciting fashion as well. But I want to take him to where he's not been before.
Take him out of his comfort zone.
Yeah, definitely.
Push it forward. Right. Well, with that fight, he's saying exactly the same thing as well. Of what I've seen of him, he's saying pretty much the same thing, that he's going to beat you on everything, and
yeah.
So it should be a good cracking match, basically.
Yeah, it's going to be good. I mean, I don't know where he's getting his confidence from, or whether he's just believing it. But if we go on sparring partners and fights alone, he's got half the experience I have, do you know what I mean? And then in the kickboxing side, I fought a lot more dangerous guys than him, who are throwing knees and kicks with bare shins on me, do you know what I mean? And I've been hit by some of them shots, and I still haven't been down yet, so well, hopefully his punch power lives up to his expectations for him, but I think it's going to be a shock for him on the night.
Now, normally I'd ask you who was your hardest fight in boxing, but with you I'm going to ask you, who was your hardest fight? Kickboxing, boxing, whichever. Who was the hardest?
It's hard to say. They're all hard in their own ways, but you got to look at people like Myrtle Grown at our fight in Vegas. He was the K1 Max world champion. We won an 8-man tournament with the best fighters in the world for $1 million, and I did 3 rounds with him and beat him on points. So that was a tough fight when you got a guy that size coming at you throwing everything. I'd probably put him up there with my greatest achievement.
So Chad, what does the future hold for you then in boxing? And do you ever plan to go back to kickboxing, or is boxing it? And what do you plan to do when you've retired?
Well, in about 4 weeks, I plan to be Midlands champion in the light heavyweight division, and then on from there, really keep myself fit. I want to go all the way. Don't see why not. I've looked at the division, and it's pretty open, the light heavyweight division at the minute, and yeah, we'll go up to the English, British, and then we'll take over the world, do you know what I mean? But when I get to the end of my career, I just want to look back and go, I took every opportunity I could, and enjoyed it, and hopefully make some money out of it as well, because everyone that does boxing knows how hard it is, and I think you've got to love it to do it, and but it's good to make money out of something you love. And this level what I'm at now, all this hard work and all any bit of spare money is going into making my career better. So I'd like to get to that stage where I'm comfortable earning a good wage out of my boxing, and exciting the people that watch the sport. I want to be a household name, and that's why I took the boxing up more than the kickboxing, because it is a mainstream sport. I've always loved boxing. I've watched boxers. I've got 6 boxes on my arm, not kickboxers. Everyone goes, oh, he's a kickboxer. I've done boxing all my life, and I've always loved it, and I've always watched it. And if you talk to me about boxing, you can tell the love I've got for it. But yeah, I want to be a legend in the sport of boxing. But you never know what's around the corner, and I've always loved kickboxing, and I'd always love to bring that publicity to the kickboxing, and I'll never forget it or anything like that. So if an opportunity come up one day, you never know, and the kickboxing turns to be a bigger sport, why not? Because I'm all about giving people what they want, and giving myself what I want. So
never say never, basically.
Yeah, never say never in anything, because you never know what's around the corner. And I look forward to hopefully winning all the titles I want in the boxing world, and then the ball's in my part. Do you know what I mean? And that could be the next stage, or when I get into promoting or managing myself.
That's just what I was going to ask you next. With you being from a fighting family, you've got you've got 2 brothers who fight, and then your father. Will you be looking at moving into training, managing, that sort of role, or
maybe? Got to see how it goes, because I need to make a name for myself as a boxer first.
Yeah,
and
of course.
Then if I can make a bigger name for myself, then everything else grows with it. And why not take advantage of your name and what you're doing? And I would love to be able to help young people who had the same ambition as me make it easier. And I think there's ways that they can do it without it costing too much money and stuff like that. So why not?
At Square Circle Boxing, we're always into hearing about people wanting to give back. That's brilliant. And
it's not just and it's for the kids that want to work hard, because there's a lot of kids that want to do the boxing, me and myself, and it is hard when some kids aren't lucky like me and got a family around them that are willing to support them, and do you know what I mean, support the boxing career and stuff like that. So it'd be nice to be able to make maybe a scheme where the kids can get paid for what they love to do, for all the talented ones, do you know what I mean, other than the Olympians, because you see now that some of them are struggling when they get to the highest level. So
yeah,
and the pro game's a different game to the amateur game, and I think
Anthony Gogo was a prime example of that, wasn't it? Came across Craig Cunningham, and
not Josh Kelly.
That was an easy fight. He was supposed to win.
Yeah, exactly. And Josh Kelly was supposed to win at the weekend, and I reckon he was one of the best amateurs we've had, and he struggled at that level. Do you know what I mean? And I think you've just got to look in sometimes and look at some of the other boxers that haven't made it for whatever reason, and why not give them a chance? Because usually in the amateur game it's just difference between a punch that wins them the fight.
Yep.
So where are these guys that are getting beat by a punch?
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? They haven't got the opportunity that the other guys have got. So I think there's a big market out there, and why not be able to take over from the do you know what I mean, the guys that aren't on the world stage straight away.
Yeah. That's it, give opportunities basically. I think a lot of this is why we do what we do, to try and give local fighters a platform to go off, because I don't think there's enough media for the up and coming fighters. Basically it's all about the big boys that are on Sky Sports, BT Sports, Frank Warren. Yeah, and I think they do sell it well though as well, and they're taught that, but that's something that the local fighters need to take on board as well, because me personally, when I've been to other boxing shows and that, people struggle to sell the tickets, but I've always sold my allocation, and this time you'll hear more Newark guys than you've ever heard before at RB Adden. And I think it's important teaching about young boxers today about that side of the sport. I mean, we've got an amateur gym, and we always say, my dad's big on it, like they need to sell the tickets, because if they ever get good at boxing and get to the pro game, unless they get that contract straight away, that's the make or break of whether you're going to be a good fighter or not. That's it.
It's a cruel sport, but that's what it is.
Yeah.
So I think that all sorts of educating the young boxers, starting them up. Do you know what I mean? And social media helps that now, and that's why stuff like this is great. Right.
Chad Surgeon, thank you very much. Thanks for joining us.
No,
taking the time out for Square Circle Boxing. Thank you.
No, thank you very much. Cheers.
You're welcome.